Hey there guys, this is Chef Chris, and today we are making sweet and spicy caramel popcorn with spicy nuts. Ah, so delicious. I remember as a kid eating those big tins in Christmas time full of caramel popcorn, cheesy popcorn, and butter popcorn. They were so delicious as a kid, and today we're going to learn how to make it ourselves. Alright guys, so we're going to get started. We are going to start off by popping some popcorn. Now we're going to do it two ways. I'm using microwave popcorn and I'm using homemade kernels on the stovetop. Either way, make sure you have enough popcorn for about 2.5 quarts, okay? I found that 2 bags of microwave popcorn was just perfect for this recipe. Either way, whichever one you use, you want to make sure you get all those unpopped kernels out, okay? I'm using a slotted spoon. Pick them out with your hands. Just make sure you have no unpopped kernels in your caramel popcorn. All right, now I'm using flaming nuts here. I got 2 of those little bags you can find at any convenience store. I'm using the flaming hot ones. You can buy the honey roasted, would be delicious as well. Alright, now it's time to get ready for the caramel sauce. We got 1 stick of butter, we got 1/4 cup of light corn syrup, and we have the heat here on medium heat, okay? Once that butter is melted a little bit, we're going to add in our brown sugar. We have 1.5 cups of light brown sugar. You can use dark brown sugar. Whichever one you use is going to be the color of your caramel. I like the light one. To that, we are adding about a teaspoon of kosher salt and about a teaspoon of vanilla extract, just to give it that little extra something. And there it is. Alright, now we're going to throw in some cayenne pepper in a second. I didn't measure it, because I never do, but I'm guesstimating it was about a teaspoon as well. You know, put a teaspoon in there, taste it. You don't get the heat until the end, actually, for some reason, when you eat this caramel popcorn. So it's delicious. It should be fine. Now go ahead and give that a stir. Make sure all that brown sugar has liquefied, and when it has, we are going to cook this for 5 minutes exactly. No stirring, don't touch it. 5 minutes on medium heat, leave it alone. While that is cooking, we're going to preheat our oven to about 250 degrees, and we're going to get some stuff ready. We're going to spritz a spatula with some vegetable oil and a baking tray. I'm using a silicone mat. These are wonderful. If you don't have one, use some foil, spray it with some vegetable oil as well. Alright, now I'm going to the microwave popcorn here just so I can get the right measurements. I'm throwing in my spicy nuts, and 5 minutes later, we have got the caramel ready. We're going to add to this about a half a teaspoon of baking soda. Not baking powder, baking soda, okay? That is going to add a million air bubbles. It's going to just spoof up, and as you can tell, it's just rising. So you want to make sure your pan is actually pretty deep here, okay? Otherwise, it'll overflow. Once that's done, we're going to toss it right into our popcorn. Pour that all over. Don't worry about the extra caramel that's in the pan. This recipe made perfect amount for 2 bags of popcorn or 2.5 quarts of popped popcorn. Alright, we're going to go and give that a nice stir. Make sure every kernel has a little bit of that delicious spicy caramel. And we're going to pour it all over a baking tray. Now, you can have it this way. You can just eat it just like this. You don't even have to actually bake this. If you want it a little chewy, enjoy it like this. But if you do want it the crispy version, we're going to go ahead and bake it. Now, you want to go ahead and make sure you get everything separated. They are very sticky right now. You want to make sure you get all of them in about a single layer, okay? All right. And because it's never too spicy, I'm adding some pepper flakes. I love them. I love heat, and it really is not too spicy at all when it comes out of the oven. All right, so we're gonna go and toss that in the oven, and we are gonna bake this for 45 minutes. Okay, but important, every about 15 minutes you want to take it out, give it a nice stir, make sure you break up all these pieces that are still stuck together. Okay. So 15 minutes later, I took it out of the oven, and we're going to give it a nice stir. Now, you will see that the caramel has melted because of the heat, of course, in the oven. But don't worry, have no fear. All that caramel sauce will adhere to the popcorn later on. So this is our last one. 45 minutes later, we have got this gorgeous popcorn. You can tell all that caramel sauce that was on the bottom is now back on the popcorn. And we enjoyed. So delicious, so sweet, but at the end you'll notice that beautiful hint of cayenne pepper that is pretty spicy, and it was awesome. Alright guys, well that's my sweet and spicy caramel popcorn, and hope you guys enjoy.